Now, again, the entire context and the entire quote is the fact that she brought up Sydney Sweeney because everybody's in love with Sydney Sweeney. I'm one of those that I'm like, yep, she's hot, sure. But I'm not one of those that I'm like, oh my God. I don't know. There's just something I just go, all right, whatever. Yes, I get it. I get it. Madam Web. A lot of us are going to go see it. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to check it out. I'm hoping that it's so bad it's good, or I'm hoping to be surprised that, wow, this is actually a pretty good story because I do like the concept of the premonition and seeing the future and all this stuff. Yeah, it could be something good, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. It's going to be something terrible. And a lot of the promotions and a lot of the posters and whatever that has come out has not looked good. But we have a poster that actually looks pretty good. And it's this poster right here for IMAX. That's not a bad poster right there. That's pretty decent. I mean, I'm trying to, trying to be optimistic here, folks. At least you have one good poster. I think there was another one that also came out too that wasn't too bad either. But I really actually like that poster. Yeah, you're right, Ted. Little Stranger Things vibes. Now, there was a Variety article that came out that when they tweeted it, people got fooled by the clickbait. But again, you don't be fooled by the clickbait. You guys got to really watch the clickbait. And I know hey, it's happened to me too, and it still does. Sometimes I have to remember to catch myself because when you read a tweet from one of these publications, yeah, you're probably not getting the full story or the full quote. So open up the article and get the full quote, which of course that's also clickbaity too. No matter what, you're clicking on the article, but at least you're getting the right information before you quote tweet it. And there was an article came out that said that Dakota Johnson was like, I've never worked with so many blue and green screens. I don't even know. She's like, I don't even know if it's going to be good and blah, blah, blah. But if you read her actual quote, she was just like trusting the director and she said a lot of good things about it. But yeah, she was just like, I don't know what's going on here. But we also have this Variety article. As cinematic universes stumble, Sony leans into standalone superhero stories with Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter. But what's interesting when it comes to all this is this little part down here, obviously talking about everything. The film stars Dakota Johnson as Cassandra, the clairvoyant, who must lead 3 teenage girls discovering their own supernatural abilities. The cast also boasts rising stars like Sydney Sweeney. But Johnson's conspicuous jump from WME to CAA in November, just days after a baffling first trailer debuted, raised industry eyebrows. Also with a razz in her recent SNL monologue describing the film as like if AI generated your boyfriend's perfect movie. That's right. She hosted Saturday Night Live and said Madam Web is like if AI were to create your boyfriend's perfect movie. Now, again, the entire context and the entire quote is the fact that she brought up Sydney Sweeney because everybody's in love with Sydney Sweeney. I'm one of those that I'm like, yep, she's hot, sure. But I'm not one of those that I'm like, oh my God. I don't know. There's just something I just go, all right, whatever. Yes, I get it. But I haven't got on that bandwagon of like, oh my God, she's like the most beautiful. No, I'm still over here with Margot Robbie. But she was basically saying that because everybody swoons over her. And then it's like, okay, you're putting Sydney Sweeney into a Spidey costume in a Spider-Man type of movie. So that's what she meant. It was a joke. It was a gag. So even that right there was a little bit much. But the fact that she dropped her agency to go to another one after the trailer came out, that's a little interesting. When it comes to Sony, Marvel, and Marvel Studios, it's like, do some of these actors and actresses, do they actually know which universe they are part of? I mean, I'm assuming that they do, but somebody brought up this right here when it came to these ladies posting on their social media. They were posting these screenshots right here where they were literally tagging Marvel Studios. So there was like some Marvel Studios and as well as Sony Pictures. But yeah, there was like a lot of things where it was like, hey, Marvel Studios. And then they brought up the screenshot right here. I grew up watching wrestling. This role was perfect. Just talking about El Muerto. I'm a Marvel fan, and the fact that I'm now part of this family still feels like a dream. So people are going like, do these actors know that they're not part of that Marvel universe? They're part of like this non-Marvel universe. Some people were kind of wondering about that. Who knows? Paycheck's a paycheck, right? I mean, who knows? I don't know.